All right, so a little bit overdue probably, and I slacked a bit because I definitely, I wanted to upload a video at least once a week, and I think the last video I made, I was about to go to, and I did go to Great Wolf Lodge, took my kids over there, and that was a good time. And then like last weekend, I was sick following that, and have been sick the last like 5 days almost, which is insane to me. But definitely like better now for the most part. Anyways, enough of my excuses. So time for an update, and then when I realized, I need to make, all right, I need to make a video, and I started working on like my kind of just getting like my stuff together, my life together. Um, Working on kind of like the workspace and also the my game room, where I've been streaming from. Um, I realize it's been, uh, I think, a month today or tomorrow since I kind of unintentionally started this business. I mean, something I've always wanted to do since I was a child and was going to Galaxy Comics, and so it's been a month. So I figured we'd do an update video. So this might be kind of long-winded. It might be a lot of like ADHD me, kind of all over the place. But I feel like I've made a ton of progress that could be helpful to anyone looking to start, anyone just starting out, anyone that's been doing it for a while and struggling, or someone like me who just consumes every bit of like Pokemon trading card business content physically possible. Because I think if you make videos, and if you make videos about Pokemon or the like Pokemon business, let me know in the comments. I'll watch every single one of your videos. I've seen everything like for the last couple years. Um, but yeah, I feel like it's been a good month. Pretty proud of where I'm at. Um, there's there's some problems and like road bumps that are more like me, just me personally, and like a lack of discipline and like keeping the business mindset to it, which you may be able to relate to. Hopefully not, but we'll talk about that. Sorry, excuse me. So first, let's just go over. So we started off first week, which so we start with $500. We started this business with $500, and technically, my what personal collection I've had, which I really like sold off a lot of my better cards last year on TCG Player when I first started for a couple weeks trying it, and then life got in the way and fell off on that. But again, sorry, I've been sick. Um, so we started a week TCG Player, and I bought basically basically two boxes of a box and a half of EB03 from of One Piece. And this is a Pokemon card business, but it is technically a trading card business. I am a Pokemon guy, always have been, and that is like my primary focus. But I like to collect One Piece, so I bought the box. Started streaming on TikTok, unboxing it, and happened to pull a $1,500 card, and then within that first week, TCG, I'm like, all right, now's my kind of my opportunity. This will be like my catalyst to turn this into a business. And I'm gonna keep talking while I go grab some water or something. Uh, and so I sold that card, and for $13.50, I just kind of bought them out the market to be able to move it. Which I was debating. I went back and forth, pricing it higher, pricing it lower, pricing it higher, and like sitting on it. But I knew like, all right, if I really want to get this going, I need some capital like ASAP. So I saw at the bottom. Actually played out in my favor. The card just dropped down to around $1,100. So good on me. Good decision there. It was a good decision anyways. But I shipped the card quickly so I could get, I paid extra for shipping and got it there within 2 or 3 days. So I could get the payout sooner and then started rolling that money into the business. And let's go over that. Again, excuse me. I'm not doing like editing and stuff. I don't know how you guys do it if you make content and all these other people that make content and do like edit their videos, especially like Phantom Cards. I work like 12, 13 hours a day, sometimes 14, 15, like, counting my commute to work, and I have kids, and then also trying to like grow this business, make content, source inventory, all of that. There's not even enough time for me to sleep. For one, like it's 1 a.m. right now. I just got done like cleaning up, kind of setting up, organizing. I'll show a little bit, but like I have to be up at 5 a.m., 5:30 at the latest for work. So like I'm putting everything I have into this, all my money, all my time. Yeah, and not expecting like overnight success or anything, but I'm giving it my all this time. Like I decided this year or this time, like I'm not half-assing it. So let's do kind of a update where we started from $500 to where we are now, and then I've got a couple of things to show off, I guess. So we start with $500, and let's see if I can get a good angle on this. A $500 start, and then within the first week, we made $1,827 on TCG Player, and got that paid out. Then I bought about $500 worth of singles, and then another $380 in the same day. And then while I was at Great Wolf Lodge, there was the Dallas card show. First card show I've ever been to. It was awesome. Definitely recommend checking a card show out, and I can't wait to go to the next one. But so spent a total of $1,260 on inventory. And just as a side note, like a lot of this inventory was me paying whatever they were asking. I did pick up like one collection for $200. That was worth about $350. But other than that, I really was like buying, because within that first week I got cleared out on my TCG Player inventory. I needed to get cards to get sales, to get to that 51 positive feedback, hit level 4. I hit level 4 within the last week or two. And so starting out, like I really am not or was not expecting to make money. Like I was expecting to lose money. Excuse me. All right. So $1,260 in inventory, $150 on supplies. That's like shipping supplies, bubble mailers, stamps, envelopes, and then I got a label printer. Game changer, absolute game changer, which everyone says in their videos, but I didn't realize like how drastic of a difference it was gonna make. Because I mean, doing like 11 orders a day from TCG Player was kind of like very taxing. Just for one, I was running to Office Depot, printing off the packing slip, and then handwriting on the envelope otherwise. And yeah, that was just not fun. But so from there, and then with that inventory I also sourced, I decided to try my hand at Whatnot. TCG Player had kind of slowed down. While I'm at Great Wolf Lodge, of course, I'm on vacation. I had to pause or hide my inventory on TCG Player. And I had discovered Whatnot a while back, and I really wish I would have kind of delved into it more then, because I think they have like, there are people grandfathered into like lower fees and this, that, and the other. But I just didn't. Oh well, opportunity missed. but it's never too late to get started. So then I started selling on Whatnot. We did one stream, it went great. Made like 600, did $800 in sales, made like 650, 670 after all the fees and stuff. And I did, pack giveaways, had to pay the shipping on those giveaways and all that. Stream 2, kind of the same thing, another like 850 in sales, almost $700. This time it was like closer to 750 payout wise. I don't really know exactly why. Maybe the less giveaways or something. I don't know. It is 1 a.m. Too much like thinking back. Stream 3 didn't go too hot. It was a Friday night. So I'm thinking like there's too many people, like bigger streamers on there. There's more people, maybe they just got paid and there's a lot of people on the platform as far as buyers go, but there's even more sellers and a lot of sellers that are already established or, like they are going to organically bring in a lot of traffic. So not quite as much there, made like 300 something. Yeah, after the fees and everything. And then I ran a fourth stream. I've well now not as many now, but I have had a decent amount of sports cards. I'm not into sports cards at all. I got these completely free. Somebody bought them at a garage sale for $2. I mean, literally a box of like 50 to 70 Michael Jordan cards, and like I just had an idea. All right, I'll run the first 3 streams kind of back as my test pilot for Pokemon singles. And then I'll run this sports cards. All right, did sports cards. I don't think I made like no money. My uncle gave me some cards of his to sell. Walked away with like $200. Not great. Just wasn't good. Looking up the value on some of the cards, I was getting absolutely robbed, which is fine. I didn't sell everything, and he's still got a lot of cards, and he's kind of helping me source and stuff. But so at the end of the day, excuse me, we made on Whatnot in 4 streams. This is 8 hours for the hourly people. This is 4 streams, 8 hours, and within like a week. It's been a little bit over. It's been like a week and a half since my first stream. Did $1,717.17, which is interesting. Just crazy. Again, like some of the cards went for more. I took L's. Like it kind of just like averaged out pretty well because there was cards I paid $3 for and would sell for over $20, which is just something I'm gradually figuring out. But definitely, if you're interested in picking up some deals on Pokemon cards, check out my Whatnot stream. I'll leave a link in the description because I don't have the following and like viewership for a lot of my cards to go for what they should, and I'm still like testing and figuring out what sells, how to sell, when to stream, all of that. But yeah, there's some big L's I've taken. Obviously, it like balanced out and ended up in the green. But that was not one of my expectations. My expectations first 3 streams, lose money. Every stream, lose money. That's just like, the tuition of like learning, like is quite a kind of my mindset on it, if you will. And it didn't go that way. I made money. All right, awesome. And it's a ton of fun. I definitely recommend you check out Whatnot, but I'm gonna get into kind of the problem with Whatnot, at least the problem I have. Anyways, but it's a great time. You should definitely check out the streams. Definitely like join. Let me know if you came from YouTube. Let me know if you're a seller. I'll, shout you out and everything. But and not that I don't think followers count near as much on Whatnot, but hit 1,000 followers. We're up to 16 subscribers on YouTube. I think this is video number 10. Like, all right, it's going great. We've made $1,634.17 in profit. Like we're in the green, $1,600, almost $2,000 in the green in a month. That is crazy, actually. And I should have done the math on the profits margin there, but it's good. It's great to make that much. That's like additional. You know, I made that on top of what I make at my job. At my job. So, and then I've got $5,000 of additional capital. That's from my job and just like my personal funds. Started with $500. I'm about to throw another $5,000 at this, and then at some point, it's not going to be in the near enough future, I don't think, but it's possible. Maybe I'll just do it like a $500, $5,000, $50,000, $500,000, $5 million. Just an idea. Sounds insane. Saying it probably sounds more insane hearing it, but hey, I don't care. I shoot for the moon and past it. So it sounds cool. I'm gonna try to do it. I don't have a timeline on that though, but maybe we'll figure it out. So with that $5,000, I'll go over that. So 40%, $2,000, I'm gonna put into singles. That's gonna be inventory, primarily for Whatnot, also for TCG Player, which I need to get restructured on. I sold a lot of my TCG inventory on Whatnot, so I gotta go through and update all of that. 25% I'm gonna put into my grading pipeline, 1250, and that includes like sourcing gradable cards and then grading fees as well. It'll probably be the larger part, grading fees, probably like $750. So I have like $500 to find some good gradable cards. 15% of that is going into sealed HODL. So like sealed, I'm just gonna hold on to and keep sealed. Which, just a caveat, like I had like 4 Ascended Heroes ETBs. I had a Charizard, Mega Charizard UPC, and then one night after the first stream, like it went so well, and like I'm just like cracked out on dopamine tweaking, and I ripped every last bit of it. Terrible idea. Pulled nothing. Got like $70 worth of cards out of it. Not good, not cool. But it is what it is. I got a few cards I was able to sell on the second stream. So back to the capital, the capex. So, and then 10% into sealed. This is for ripping and content. I don't know. For the time being, it's probably just gonna be a hold. I'm just like considering a rip and shit stream on Whatnot. I want to try it. Like content wise, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll do something with my son, because like the third stream, while it didn't bring in as much money, I did it with my son. It was a ton of fun. He had a blast. Everybody loved him. He's, talking to it. He was playing at the like weekly One Piece the other day, telling people about it. Pretty cool. We definitely had a good time. He was pulling cards out of his personal binder left and right. But maybe I'll do something there. And then 10% as a cash buffer, $500, just keep cash on me. That can be, so like today, sorry, I picked up Ascended Heroes ETB, Charizard 10, Mega Evolutions Booster Bundle, a Ascended Heroes Tech Sticker Collection. So I kind of got my, and then a Team Rocket here, I'll just show you. I got all of this, minus the turtles. at retail. So I paid $50 for that Ascended Heroes ETB. $50. Market on is like 120. The other like four I had that I ripped, I paid $90 for. And I ripped them and got $70 worth of cards. Crazy. But I kind of have like a way, and like I'm building a system to get or hit restocks in store. Sorry. Man, I'm still struggling as far as like having a cough and everything. But, and that's kind of like trial and error, figuring out like where I'm not like using any like the apps and stuff or Discord for online restocks. While I used to like be able to, I get like graphics cards. I got a PS5 on launch day, just manually sitting there, and like setting an alarm. I happened to like wake up like within 2 seconds of it dropping, and I got one of the first launch edition PS5s, whatever, and had a lot of success with that. I've never tried like botting or anything, and don't plan to. Just, I don't know. It seems like more work and less fun than, because I like where I live. I can make a trip to Target, all three Walmarts, GameStop, the like 2 or 3 card shops I go into. I can go to all of those places, Best Buy, within an hour. Like, run in, check, nothing, go. To the next place, check, nothing, go. Go to the next place, oh, I got something, grab it, leave, go to the next place. I can do that in an hour during the week or like in the evening, whatever. So kind of trying to get a system down for that and be able to get more sealed product, because while I am willing to pay market price on certain things that are still in print, I would prefer to get like the lowest like entry as possible. Maybe on a few things like Ascended Heroes, I really like think is going to do well. The just Charizard UPC, this is the one I ripped. I think that's going to do really well long term. Like those I would be willing to pay market, as long as I actually, am disciplined enough not to rip it. Which that's a learning process. Just I'm new to that, but I'm trying to get a system to where I'm getting sealed and like slowly growing a sealed collection. So that's cool. But now let's get kind of like I'll talk on Whatnot. So the Whatnot progress is great. They take a good chunk in fees. That sucks. So does every other platform. But the problem with Whatnot, at least my problem with Whatnot, other than, it's just some other things. I'm just going to say like my personal problem with Whatnot is like my spending. And like a lot of it is like personal pickups. So I'm not spending like business money. But then like the other half I am. Because you can get a lot of good deals on there. And then I can turn around and flip those. Maybe just sell them on my stream. I've seen people sell things that they got on my stream on their stream, and that was interesting. Like I know they got the certain things, and it's cool. Like I mean, I'm not mad about it at all. I only wish I would have had like money at that time to buy my stuff back for less than what they bought it for. Something like an Inception like loop there, a recursive buying my stuff back for less, selling it for more type thing. Crazy, even concept to think about, but we'll see how many more opportunities. And it kind of sucks too, seeing like I sold some like of my personal collection. Not that I realized too that personal collecting is something I do want to do. But I saw, like some Dialgas and stuff from like my childhood. Like I can tell you like when I know I got that box or pack at Target and pulled it and thought it was awesome, and have had it for 15 years, if not longer. Some of them like 20 years I've had these cards. And they didn't sell for a lot. So yeah, that kind of was a bummer, but it's just kind of part of it. But the main problem is like my spinning. There's a lot of, while I will look for deals, I will also just like buy stuff. Like ADHD, impulse kicks in, takes over, and I'm just swiping, just picking up everything. Card, like if I like it, I'm like, ooh, shiny cardboard. So I realized like, all right, I've been spending a lot of like personal money, which like, you know, I'm blessed to have a good job and I can pay for it all. So it's fine. I'm not like digging a hole for myself, but I could be more strategic. I'm figuring out more better like what stuff is worth and stuff that'll sell. So I'm not just buying whatever. But the first like week, I mean, I spent, I don't even know, well over $1,000 for sure. I've got packages coming in every day. It's kind of crazy, but I got some cool stuff. But yeah, it made me realize too, selling off, you know, what personal collection I had, because I kind of separated myself from collecting Pokemon because I really just like to like rip it. That I like that, and then beyond that, I was like, I'll never look at these cards. I just have them in a box in top loaders. Well, now I'm like, oh man, I kind of do like, there are certain cards I do like and would like to collect, and I'm realizing that because I'm spending money on them with like no second thoughts. So this is my personal collection now, starting over, which I hope this is a good angle. But got Piplup, Lucario, probably my two favorite Pokemon with Riolu. This is a Palkia that I sold once or twice, and then like people, I didn't show the condition right on stream on whatnot, and then they realized and it's damaged, which I didn't even realize how bad it was. But so you know that's gonna be a personal collection, and it's a sweet card. I originally picked it up to keep it anyways, and then I have some of the like rule books and card lists from when I was a kid and got cards. So those are cool. I think I'm gonna grade them. They won't grade very well, but I'm gonna grade them to have it and kind of protect them further. Like my Game Boy. Sorry, this is getting kind of long, and I'm getting to the end. But yeah, so this is kind of like total space. Y'all should be proud of me. I'm proud of myself for like even cleaning this up. I've been in this house for like 3-4 months, if not probably longer now. But like I said, like I work like 13, 14, sometimes 15 hours a day. Finding time to clean, no, that's very hard. It's impossible during the week. Of course, don't want to spend my weekend cleaning. Most of it I'm like working now. I'm working on building a business, so there's just no time. But like I did a lot of work in a few hours tonight, and then decided to make the video. So you know that's the area, which again, like I make good money, but I'm pretty cheap. So these are all just folding tables. That I've had these two, I've had those two at least since high school. Like that's an old beer pong table. I've watched my best friend dunk a ping pong ball into a red Solo cup, and like I don't know how it's even still standing. That's another like old one I've had for a long time. I did buy this newer one, and that's included in the supplies and kind of like the cost. But it's like it's a lot. I still got a lot of work to do, a lot of sorting to do, but it's coming along better now that I kind of like allocated some time to like, I need to get, business is going well, doing great there, but I need to get the rest of my life together. You know, pay probably some tolls and stuff, like Just like simple stuff. But before I end the video, I did get like a comment the other day. It was just like on a short or something, and or maybe one of my videos, and the guy was like, "We can't get any because people like you." I just want to like point out, for one, like I mean, I probably didn't pay for these. You know, my parents did. Like I've collected all of these, kept the rule books, the card list for 20 years on some of these. Definitely 20 years on this. This is not even all of it, but like these are code cards from packs that I've opened, and all of those would be for ones that I've opened and paid for myself. Like in the last 5-6 years. That's not even all of them. Like I'm not that guy. I'm not the one, bro. So don't be mad at me. Yes, I want to make money in the hobby. I want to make money in general. I want to make more money. I want to make this almost my full-time job. I want to scale it out. I don't really want to make it my full-time job. I'll pay people. I got free child labor. My son is, just like me, and thinks sorting carts is a blast. So, I got that going for me. And then like eventually scale it up and like pay people and be more hands off and get to do the fun side of it. But yeah, it's all coming together. Got stations here. This is gonna be like sorting and shipping for Whatnot and TCG Player. That'll be something that was previously sorting and shipping, but there's not enough space. This is where I like work from home at. It's a mess because again, I would kind of ran out of space, and yeah, it's a lot better. It doesn't look great, but it's so much better than it was. And I'm proud of myself for putting the work in. I'm proud of you for putting the work in. If you're still watching this video, and if you're making YouTube videos, making content, if you're streaming on Whatnot, if you're selling Pokemon, trying to grow a YouTube or grow a Pokemon or trading card business, I'm proud of you. Keep going. If you're looking to start, do it. Absolutely. Now is probably the best time while the market's hot. Get some capital. When the market dies down, you back the trucks up and dump it and load the bed full of Pokemon cards and Pokemon products. So yeah, I guess that's it. We're over a half an hour into this video, but yeah, that's me. A little bit overdue update. Planning a big stream this Sunday, so you should definitely check it out. Follow me on Whatnot, Collector Dad. Again, I did mention about I did end up kind of like rebranding. Did pretty well on Whatnot, and people kind of know me under that. So the No Sleep Gaming side is going to be like the business, and we'll get into that later on. That is like my business name and business entity. So yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching. Let me know down below if you make content. I'll give you a follow, give you a sub. Yeah, let me know your favorite Pokemon, and let me know what you think of Whatnot, and check me out on Whatnot. All right, see y'all.